Good evening, students. Today we are going to learn very important topic of this chapter. What is mole or mole concept? In addition to that, we will first understand what is this molecular mass, how to determine the molecular mass, then how to determine the mole. Okay, so these things we will learn. We have already finished that matter consists of atom. Atom are characterized by their atomic mass and they have tendency to combine, which is determined by its valency, means which kind of ion it will form, positive ion, negative ion, then how much ion. And these ions or combining capacity decides that these atoms combine together to form molecule. Okay, the type of molecule, like molecule of element, molecule of compound, we have learned. Now this molecule also possesses the characteristic of mass, because matter always possesses some mass. So what is this molecular mass, how it is determined, that we will learn today. After that we will learn another important unit used in chemistry, or the unit for chemist, called mole. So mole is nothing but like dozen, which is group of 12. Mole is nothing but group of 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 is called mole. It's so simple. Okay, so that we will learn today. A student, we had started that if there is element or any matter, then this element is characterized by its atom or atoms. These atoms or elements combine together to form molecule or molecules. How they are combining to form the molecule, for that we had finished in our last class. Okay, like say sodium nitrate, if it is written like sodium nitrate, then we are knowing we have to write the sodium in their valency form. It is Na plus, means it is 1 unit positive charge, and for nitrate it is NO3
NO3.
with 1 unit negative charge. Here we are getting this unit have to be written here and these have to be written here. Okay, so ultimately this thing get erased, I mean this charge get neutralized, and it simply act as NaNO3. But if we are taking the magnesium nitrate, then magnesium Mg have to be written in their ion form. So Mg is able to form Mg2 plus and Na, and this nitrate is
NO3.
NO3 with 1 unit negative. So NO3 with 1 negative one. Now this negative, what is the number we have to brought below it, and what is this number we have to brought here. Now this NO3 is entirely acting as one species or as a group to hold this negative charge. So we need to put the bracket before it. NO3 hold twice. Okay. If something common to these ions, that can be cancelled. So this way we have written. This thing we have already learned in our last class. Now, a student, we had also learned the atom is characterized by its mass called atomic mass. Atomic mass. Example, we had written, if we are considering the hydrogen, its atomic mass is 1U. If we are just taking one atom of hydrogen. But if we are taking the Avogadro number of hydrogen or 1 mole of hydrogen, then its atomic mass get converted into gram and it is written as 1G. Good. If we are considering the sodium Na, then its atomic mass or relative mass is 23U. But if we are taking the Avogadro number or 1 mole of sodium atom, then it becomes 23G. This thing we have already learned. Okay. Now we have learned another important concept, that molecules are formed by combining the atoms to satisfy their valency to attain the stable state near to their noble gas. Okay, considering that we have learned, so water is form or water have the formula H2O. So water is written in the molecular form. So for this water, what will be its mass? So first we will learn mass is equals to how much? Mass of this molecule. It is called as your molecular mass. So we will calculate the molecular mass. A student, molecule is formed by combination of atoms. Therefore, by the conservation of mass or law of conservation of mass, we can say or we can obtain that molecular mass will be same as the sum of mass of all the atoms present in that molecule. Okay, that is the simple concept. By that way we can determine the molecular mass. So here if we consider, if we have the other molecule, let us take sodium chloride or NaCl. What is its mass? So this thing we want to learn today. Yeah, recording is on. Okay, students, I was explaining elements represented by their atom, and this atom have two important characteristics. One is their mass called as atomic mass. Another, these atoms combines to form the molecule, and by law of conservation of mass, the mass of molecule will be same as the total mass of the atoms present. That one. How is this molecule? If we are considering the water, water is basically a neutral or covalent kind of compound. So its molecular mass we can calculate by taking the mass of 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen. Similarly, the other molecule or the compound we may take as the sodium chloride, NaCl, the common salt we are eating. Formula is NaCl. Its mass can be calculated by adding the mass of sodium and mass of chlorine. 1 atom of sodium and 1 atom of chlorine. That's enough. That's okay. But there is another name used for this kind of compound which are ionic, means molecular mass may be used, but in addition to this we are using another name called formula mass. So formula mass is nothing but it is same as molecular mass. So this is the formula, and its mass is called as formula mass. Okay, so formula mass means the same molecular mass. The only difference is that formula mass term is used for ionic compound like NaCl, MgCl, LCl3, this kind. But molecular mass term is used for any kind of neutral molecule or the formula. It is that one. A student, so what is this molecular mass? The definition is like this. So molecular mass of any molecule, means the name itself indicate it is for the molecule, their mass is What? Sum of the atomic masses of all the atoms. This is important. So whatever the atoms present in that molecule, you have to take that and you have to just add it. By that way, you can get the molecular mass. Why it is obtained by sum of the atomic mass of all the atoms? To follow there, it is to follow which law? The law of conservation of mass or laws of chemical combination, because the atoms combines to form molecule, and during this combination or during this chemical reaction, mass do not get changed. That was our first law that we have learned in beginning of this chapter. So to follow, by following the law of conservation of mass, the molecular mass can be determined. Example, students, if we are taking a molecule, the first, let us take oxygen molecule. So what will be the mass of oxygen molecule? A student, keep in mind, we are writing oxygen molecule, not the oxygen atom. It simply means how the oxygen exists, O2, not as O. Keep in mind, if you are writing only O, it represents oxygen. What is the difference between two? It is oxygen atom, and its mass is given as, how much is the mass that we have learned from the table? That its mass is 16U for one atom, or 16G for Avogadro number of atom. Students, it is for one atom. So this, from the table we have to keep in mind this number. But for getting the molecular mass, how much atoms are there in this molecule? 2 atoms. So their molecular mass is obtained by considering the atomic mass of the atom. So it will be the atomic mass of oxygen. These have to be multiplied with number of oxygen atom in that molecule. So here we are taking this O2 we have written, means only one molecule is there, but atomic mass of oxygen is how much? It is our 16. But how much atoms in this molecule? It is represented by their suffix, means it is our 2. So we need to put 2 here. This way we can get 32U. This is for one atom, or we may write this as 32G. This is for how much? 1 mole of atom, or Avogadro number of atoms, or 1 mole of atoms. 1 mole means how much atoms we are taking here? We have learned 6.022 into 23 atoms are kept together. So here it is not the atoms, but where we have taken the molecule. So Avogadro number of atoms multiplied by their atomicity also. So for Avogadro, better to use the term, it is the molecule we are considering. So Avogadro number of molecules we shall write. This is important to understand. This I will explain. So it is molecules or molecules. So while we want to know the molecular mass, we shall use the term molecule. If we want to use the atomic mass, we shall use the atomic number or atoms. This is the difference. A student, if, let me take the second example also. If I consider this carbon dioxide, what will be its molecular mass? So molecular mass is denoted by M. So molecular mass. So for that we need to observe what are the elements present. Here the first element is carbon, but carbon, how many atoms in this molecule? Only one atom of carbon. So this one atom of carbon have to multiply with its atomic number of carbon. Atomic number is 12, this much. So carbon is now over. Carbon mass is considered. Now we have to come for this oxygen. How is this oxygen? How much atom of oxygen are there? So for that we need to first observe their suffix. It is 2, but for oxygen the atomic mass of oxygen is 16. Here we had written. So that 16 we also need to put it here. So it becomes 12 plus 32. So it becomes 44, either U or 44 G. Okay. It is called as molar mass or molecular mass. It is sometimes called as relative mass or mass of only one atom. It means. So this way the mass of any molecule can be calculated. So very simple thing that we need to keep in mind is that we have to add the atomic mass of all the atoms present in that molecule. It's so simple. So irrespective of what kind of molecule, whether it is the molecule of element, like O2 is molecule of element which contain only one element, or molecular mass of a compound like carbon dioxide, water, all these are compound. So these things can be calculated very easily. Okay, students. So it was this. Now how to write? For that, last day we have discussed one table. So let us revise that table quickly so that the mass can be recalled very easily, or atomic mass can be recalled easily, and molecular mass can be calculated very fastly. A student, last day we have learned that the elements are characterized by their symbol and they have the valency to decide their combining capacity or ion formation to form the molecule. Another one is their atomic mass. Okay. So for the atomic mass, we had already learned earlier, but let us quickly revise. Wherever hydrogen, one atom means one atom of hydrogen, its mass should be taken as 1 U. Or if Avogadro number of atom or 1 mole of atom, its mass should be taken as 1 gram. Okay, it is like this. Helium, it is the 4 U or 4 gram. Okay, so it is this one. Lithium, 7 U or 7 gram. Beryllium, 9 U or 9 gram. How is their ion form? That was also written in this table. So this one. Boron, 11 U. Carbon, 12 U. Nitrogen, 14 U or 14 G. Oxygen, 16 U, 16 G. Fluorine, 19 U, 19 G. Neon, 20. Sodium, 23. This we have to keep in mind. Here we are observing the mass is nearly the double of their serial number or atomic number, which is written in the first column. Okay, student? So this way roughly you can determine. But exactly you have to keep in mind. Magnesium is 24U or 24G. Aluminium is our 27. Silicon 28. Phosphorus 31. Sulfur 32. Then chlorine 35.5. Argon 40. Potassium 39. Calcium 40. Only this much is enough for you. For remaining like sodium, beryllium, iron, gold, their mass are not important for you people. Okay. So whatever the table we have written, up to that much we have to keep in mind. And by the help of this atomic mass, we can quickly calculate the molecular mass. A student, Let us quickly calculate. So write down the question. Find the molecular mass of following. Molecular mass. Sometimes this molecular mass is also called as the formula mass. Means the formula unit. Means the molecule in iron form is called as formula only. So here it is also written as formula mass for following. Students, let me write few. So let us calculate for the water. Students, sometimes just name is given, you have to first write the formula, then you will have to calculate their mass. The second one is calcium carbonate. The third one is sulfuric acid. The formula, if you are not knowing, then it is given as H2SO4, hydrogen sulfate. The fourth one is sodium nitrate. In all these cases, we need to first write their formula, then we need to calculate. Say sodium chloride, sixth one magnesium oxide, or let me write for the chloride first. The seventh one, rather than name, sometimes the formula itself is given. So let us write the CH4 itself. This CH4, the name of this CH4 molecule is methane. So whether methane is written or CH4 is written, it means this. The eighth one, ammonia or NH3, it is called as ammonia. So whatever the molecule we have learned, all those are very important. Write down the ninth one, say C2H5OH, something written like this. Then ninth one, water we have already written. Sulfuric acid, that is another kind of acid called nitric acid. The formula is HNO3. So let us do only this much, other you can do. A student, here we want to calculate the molecular mass or formula mass. Okay. So first we need to write the compound in form of their molecular formula, then we have to calculate their mass. Students, let us take one by one. If we are considering the water, so student, we have learned also molecular mass of one atom will be given, or one molecule will be given in AMU, or atomic mass unit, as U. But if we are considering the Avogadro number, means 1 mole of atom means collectively 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 molecules or atom, then it is given in the term of gram. This concept is very important, otherwise the students are getting confused. So water, for the water you first write the formula. So what is the formula of water?
H2O.
Very good. So formula is H2O. Getting a students? So for writing their formula mass or molecular mass, so for getting the molecular mass of water, you have to take the each element. So first element is our hydrogen, but this hydrogen is present 2 times. Okay, so twice will be there into atomic mass of hydrogen. Atomic mass here we are taking. Okay, student. Then we have to add how many oxygen atom are there? 1 oxygen atom into atomic mass of oxygen. Okay, so this thing we have to keep in mind, student. So we are considering the atomic mass of each, and that atomic mass have to be multiplied with the number of that atom. Like hydrogen, here we are getting the 2, therefore it is multiplied by 2. So 2, the mass of hydrogen is what? 1. Plus 1 into the mass of oxygen is how much? 16. So 2 plus 16, it becomes 18.
No.
Now, student, this 18 we have to associate the unit. It can be your 18U. What it will be? It will be of 1 molecule of water. Okay, if we are considering 1 molecule of water only, then it will be 18U. The unit U should be written, but this can also be written as 18G. So this is of how much? Of 6.022 into 23 molecule of water. If this much water molecule is taken, the unit will get added as G. So this is also called as 1. This number is itself is called as 1 mole. This number, Avogadro number, like dozen, the number 12 is can be written as dozen in similar fashion. This number 6.022 into 23 is called as 1 mole of which one? Water. Whether water atom or molecule? Water molecule. Okay, students. So it is like this. This way we can calculate. A student, now let us calculate for calcium carbonate. A student, you people quickly please calculate and tell me for this calcium carbonate. So first we need to write their formula. Yes, student, tell me quickly.
CaCO2.
Very good. The formula is
CO2.
CO2 or CO3. It is CO3.
CO3.
Good. Now the mass or molecular mass. So whether written as molecular mass or formula mass mean the same thing. So here we need to consider each atom. First we need to consider the calcium. So what is the calcium? How much atom of calcium are here? It is only 1.
1.
Yes. So we shall use 1 into the mass of calcium is how much?
40U.
Very good. So 40. Just put the 40. Lastly, you put the U. Plus. Now coming to this carbon. Carbon is how much atom here? 1 atom of carbon. Here we are getting 1 atom of carbon. So 1 mass of carbon is 12. Put the 12 plus. Now coming to the oxygen. Oxygen is occurring 3 times. So 3 multiplied by the mass of 1 oxygen atom, 16. So this much U we need to put. So just it is 40 plus 12, 48. So add it, it becomes 50, 60 plus
100.
40, 100. So it is 100U or maybe the 100.
1 molecule.
Good. So it is for 1 molecule or 1 formula unit for 1 molecule Sometimes this calcium carbonate, since it is ionic, means contain positive and negative ions, so also called as the formula unit. So one formula unit or one molecule of CaCO3. It is for how much? 1 mole of CaCO3. It is mole. Mole itself indicate there is how much? There is 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 molecule of which one? Whatever the species we are considering. Here it is our CaCO3. It is this. So this way we can calculate the molecular mass or formula mass of any compound. Let me take one more. Other you will calculate. Let me take one more here. Say ammonium, 10th one, consider ammonium sulfate. A student, I am doing the 10th one for the ammonium sulfate directly. Considering this ammonium sulfate, what is the formula of ammonium sulfate that we need to write? Ammonium. What is the formula for ammonium or ion?
NH4.
It is NH4 with 1 unit positive. Sulfate
SO4.
SO4 with 2 unit negative charge. So for writing the formula, these 2 have to be brought below this entire unit and 1 have to be brought below this. Means it become NH4. This entire species or ion have to be present 2 times and SO4 have to be present only 1 time. If the bracket is for 1 time, that bracket can be left. Okay, so the formula is like this one. So the formula is NH4 whole twice SO4. Now we have to write the molecular mass or formula mass of this. A student, what are the elements present here? Just we have to understand this. What are the elements? Very first is nitrogen.
Nitrogen.
Hydrogen. How much hydrogen here? From
4.
this NH4 we are getting it is 4 times. But recall here, student, this suffix tells us this entire unit is present 2 times. Therefore, we have to be taken extra care. This entire nitrogen and hydrogen, which is 4 in their ion form, have to be multiplied by 2. This is the extra care that we have to be taken care. Wherever the entire radical is present more than 1 time. The other, sulfur, coming to this radical, only 1 atom, oxygen, 4 atoms. These are present only 1 time, it means. Okay? Therefore, for writing the formula, we have to, this bracket is very important, and after bracket, whatever the number, that is also important. Therefore, molecular mass is obtained by considering each element. One by one, you just start. Start with the nitrogen. So nitrogen, for nitrogen, count the number. Nitrogen is how many times here? A student, can you tell me? If you are considering the nitrogen, from this unit you are getting it is 1 time nitrogen, but this entire one is present 2 times. Okay, so you are free to write in 2 ways. Either you can write this nitrogen as 1 time, means it is like 1 time, but for nitrogen the mass is 14, so I shall write 1 into 14 for this nitrogen, plus hydrogen is 4 times, but their mass is 1. Now this entire unit is present 2 times, so we can put this 2 here, this bracket. After this bracket, we can multiply V2. That is also one of the way of writing. And sulfur, now this sulfur present only one time. So we can put 1. And for this sulfur, what is the mass? Mass is 32. For oxygen, it is the 4 atom into 16. So you have to add this. A student, it is this way. Or you may consider for the nitrogen itself as 2 times and hydrogen 2 times multiplied by 4 into 1. That can also be written, because at that time it appears these 2 get distributed to both. Okay, so both way of writing is correct. So whatever the way you are writing, it doesn't matter, but the important thing is whatever the suffix at the end, means this 2, this need to be taken care. So this 2 is taken for this one, okay, which indicates this 2 is for both nitrogen and hydrogen. Therefore, the nitrogen and hydrogen, their masses are added, then it is multiplied. So add it. 14 plus 4 is
132U.
18 into 2, 36. So first it becomes 36. Next one is 32. The next one is our, how much? 64.
64.
Good. So you just add this. It becomes like our 68 plus 64. So it becomes 132U or 132G for molecular mass, or gram molecular mass, it will be 132G. So this is the way of calculating. So student, you should be very much conscious while you are writing this thing, means considering the bracket. Student, you people please tell me one more. So let me consider the 11th one, where I am considering the formula for, say, sodium carbonate. Sodium carbonate, or better to consider the other element like aluminium carbonate. Use this aluminium carbonate. Okay, student. So aluminium carbonate we are considering. So what is the formula for aluminium carbonate? Can anyone tell me?
AlCO3.
It is AlCO3. All the students are agreed this is the correct formula?
Yes, sir.
Any student have any doubt? How is this formula we are getting? Are you knowing?
Sir, AlCO3 whole bracket 3.
Okay. And what about the aluminium? Only one atom? Student, I had told you, you write the aluminium in the form of their ion. It is Al3 plus, and carbonate CO3, it is 2 minus. Now this number 2 have to be brought, means the crossing you have to do. So the suffix 2 will come for aluminium and 3 will come for this CO3, means whole thrice. So the formula become Al 2 time. Then this CO3, this entire one have to be taken how much time? 3 times. This is the formula. This AlCl3 is wrong. Student, be careful while writing. So first please do this practice. That's why I had told you, remember the valency or the ion, then you neutralize it just by crossing. It's so simple. So it is this one. Now we want to calculate their molecular mass or formula mass. Or molecular mass of aluminium carbonate. How we can obtain this, student? You have to start with each and every atom. What are the atom? You just first start with the aluminium. Consider the aluminium first. So considering aluminium, how much atom of aluminium are present? It is 2. But for aluminium, what is their mass? Can you recall?
27.
Good. It is our 27U or 27G we shall take. The other one is CO3. This entire CO3 have to be present 3 times. Okay. So start writing. First considering the aluminium. Aluminium is occurring 2 times. So 2 multiplied by 27. It is one thing. Aluminium is over. Now coming to the other bracket. A student, wherever there is any bracket, you put a bracket for writing the molecular formula also. And before that bracket, what you need to put their suffix. How many times this bracket is going to present? Here it is going to present 3 times. So 3 times of the mass of this ion which is inside this bracket. Okay, students? So this we are going to now consider this one. So for this 3 times, for this bracket, now I need to consider this carbon. Carbon is inside this bracket, it is 1 atom, and 1 atom have the mass 12U. Now this oxygen, which is 3 atom. Okay. Now this is inside this bracket, means inside this 3. And the mass of oxygen is 16U, and this need to be present 3 times. So therefore this 12U and 16U into 3 have to be added to get the mass of this entire bracket. Then that have to be multiplied with this suffix 3, because this entire radical is present 3 times. Is it okay, students? So now let us take it. So these 3, we had already considered these 3 as this one. Okay, it is this 3. Whatever these 3 we have taken, so first we are taking this 3 itself as this one. It is our this 3. Are you getting? It is this 3. So 3 is already considered. So don't worry for 3 now. Now we need to go for inside this bracket. Inside this bracket we have the carbon. So mark this carbon. Carbon is how many times inside this bracket? Once we have taken this bracket, no need to multiply the carbon by 3, because 3 is already taken outside the bracket. So 1 into the mass of this carbon is our 12, plus come for the other. Other is our oxygen. Oxygen is now present 3 times. So that 3 we have to take, and mass of oxygen is our 16. So 16 we need to take. It's enough. Okay. So whatever inside this bracket, their mass is also kept here inside the bracket, and the suffix at the end is put before it. This is the way of writing. It's become so simple, without any ambiguity, without any error. Are you getting it, students? So it is important. So right now just do the calculation by applying the BODMAS rule that we have already learned. So the first one become, multiply this with the 2, it become 54. Keep this 3 as it is. You first add the inner one. Inner one is 12 plus 48. So it is like our 54 plus 3. This bracket become 60. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Good. So it is like 54. 3 into 60 is our 180. Now just add it. It become 34. Is it okay?
200, sir.
Yeah, very good. So it is now 200, not 100.
200, sir.
Yes. So what will be the unit? We can put the
200
U
U.
D.
or 234 G.
G.
Then we shall put G for 1 mole
For
of
1 mole of
aluminium
aluminum carbonate.
carbonate. Aluminium carbonate. Okay, it is important. So this way we can calculate. So now regarding bracket, I think there should not be any problem. Yeah, student, or still you have any problem, then please ask.
No, sir.
Okay. So you please, people, please do one more. So write down the molecular mass of, what is molecular mass of our, let us take the calcium nitrate. Calcium nitrate. Yeah, student, tell me quickly. So calcium nitrate we need to take. Write this calcium nitrate. How is the formula? Take the calcium, take the nitrate, neutralize their ion, means charges. Calcium is Ca2 plus, nitrate NO3, how much minus? Only 1 minus. So this 1 shall come here and 2 shall come here. But this 2 shall be for entire nitrate, so we need to put a bracket here. So the formula is CaNO3 whole twice. Okay, by crossing we can get this. Therefore, molecular mass, how we can get the molecular mass? A student, start with the first atom, the calcium. How many calcium atom is there? Only 1 atom. And mass of the calcium is how much? Can you tell me? Calcium is
40 U.
very good. So this 40 U we need to put here. So 1 multiplied by 40. So this calcium is now over. Now we shall go for the other atom. Other atom where we are getting it is in the bracket form. Here the 2 is there. So you put the plus symbol and this 2 at the very first. To avoid any doubt or missing this 2, we need to put this 2 very first. Okay. Afterward, there is a bracket. So take the bracket. Now write for the nitrogen. Nitrogen is 14U and it is present 1 time. So 1 into 14 plus coming for this oxygen. For this oxygen, we need to observe their number of oxygen atom inside this bracket. It is 3. So 3 should be written first. Then for oxygen, the mass is 16U. So that 16 have to be multiplied here. The bracket should be closed. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So it is like 40 plus 2. Do it. So it is like 14 plus 48. So it become like 40 plus 2 into, it becomes 62. So you first multiply by the board mass rule. So 2 into 62 you have to multiply first. Then you have to go for the addition.
124.
So it becomes 124. Go for addition. 164.
64.
U is the final answer.
1 molecule of
164
calcium nitrate.
G. Yeah. Okay. So this way we have calculated all possible kind of molecules, their molecular mass. Students, here the simple one like methane or other things are given. Say the 13th one. Say ethane or ethanol is there. Say C2H5OH. If it is written like this, what will be the molecular mass here? Molecular mass denoted by M. Take this carbon. Carbon is how many times? 2 times.
2 times.
That 2. Mass of carbon 12. over. Now coming to this hydrogen plus hydrogen, here it is the 5 and one hydrogen is also written separately. So collectively we can write it is our 5 plus 1 is how much? 6, because both are the hydrogen. So this hydrogen and hydrogen can be taken together, though in formula it is written separately. But for calculating the mass, we can write it together. Why we are writing this thing we will learn in our class 10th. It is the alcohol, so it is OH, written as OH. So H is not clubbed with H5 to write this as C2H6O is not used. So the total hydrogen is 6. For hydrogen, the mass is 1. So hydrogen is over. Now coming to the next, what is left?
Oxygen.
Next one is our oxygen. So we need to consider the oxygen. Oxygen is how many atom is there?
1.
1 into 16. Okay, student, it is like this. So you have to just simplify this. It is like our 24 plus 6 plus 16. It is simply our 24 plus 6 plus 16 is our 22. So it become our 46 U. Okay, it's so simple, student. It was all about the molecular. Now let us go for the another concept called mole concept. Student, here I have told you one thing. Molecular mass for ionic compound is called as formula mass. So here you just keep in mind, wherever molecular mass we have defined, there we can write one thing or one note here I want to write. Write it in the black. So write a note here. Molecular formula for ionic means the compound which contain ion compound is also called as what? Formula mass, formula unit. So if we are considering the molecular formula mass, then we shall also use means right formula mass. What if it is added? Then it is also called as formula unit mass. But that doesn't affect. So what are the example for such? Example, if we are taking the NaCl, it is like this one. If you are taking MgCl2, it is like this one. If you are taking CaCO3, it is like, because Ca is plus and CO3 is minus. But if you are considering the oxygen O2, so oxygen O2 is not ionic compound. Okay, two oxygen are just linked, though oxygen is carrying a negative charge. So for oxygen, we are always using the molecular mass, but for the other compound which is ionic like NaCl, MgCl2, we are using the term formula mass also in addition to their molecular mass. Okay, so it was this one.
Can be?
Yeah, tell me.
Water.
Yeah. No, water. Student, keep in mind, water is not in this category. Okay, now. So in this category, right, like O2, if you are taking this O2 or H2O or CO2 or CH3 or C2H5 or C2H6, let me write. These are not ionic. These are not ionic compound. Means it is not formed by combining positive and negative ion, though the valency is satisfied here. Okay, because the carbon had the valency 4, so we are taking or we are writing this as CH4. So here valency is also satisfied, but these are not ionic compound. Therefore, formula mass or formula mass unit or formula unit mass is not used for this. So not used as formula mass. So the term formula
Sir, can
mass
we,
is used for ionic compound only, like NaCl, MgCl2, CaCO3, other one also like AlCl3 also. Means where positive and negative, they for their mass we are using the term called formula mass unit.
sir, can we use HCl?
Yes, HCl is also your in this category, in your covalent category. So formula mass unit. So these things, which one is falling to which category, we will learn about this thing in a class 10. There are two kind of bonding. One is called covalent bond, another one is called ionic bond. If ionic bond, ionic compound, we are using molecular. We are not using the molecular mass, we are using the term formula mass. And for covalent, like oxygen, nitrogen, water, these are covalent, we are using molecular mass only. Both mean the same thing, roughly mean the same thing. Just you have to keep in mind, if it is ionic compound, just remember this much, we are using the term formula mass unit. And for covalent compound, we are using molecular mass. Okay, this is formula mass unit is all nothing but also the molecular mass only, but they are for the ionic. It is just one way of understanding or writing. How and why, this thing we will learn later. Students, now let us go for the last topic, what is called mole. So what is this mole or mole concept, or also called as your mole concept, mean the same thing. The student, concept, mole concept is the topic used, but the term here again is our mole only. Okay, so we shall write mole or mole concept. A student, understand this? So what is this mole? We will define the term mole. Get it? A student, this mole is nothing but it is just a group of Avogadro number of particle or species. So right, it is group or collection of 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 species or particle. Species. Here I have used the term species or particle. Now this species may be your atom. If it is atom, then we can write 1 mole of atom, or it may be your molecule, or it may be your ion, even it could be your electron, proton, or anything it could be. So anything of this much number, 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 number, is called as 1 mole. It simply means 1 mole is nothing but 1 mole is identical to 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 species. So whatever the mole we are considering is always for certain things. Okay, so 1 mole, I will write 1 mole of atoms, then I shall collect 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 atoms. Okay, if in place of atom, if we are considering the molecule, then this much molecule also we need to consider. So the same kind of quantity we need to consider on both these sides. Means we want to calculate the mole of atom, So on the right hand side, we shall consider this much 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 atoms. If we want to calculate the moles of molecule, I shall consider this much molecules. Okay, student? So it is like this. Anything it could be. So it could be 1 mole of anything. So whatever the thing that you are considering, the same kind of thing you also need to consider on right hand side. It could be also the same thing. It is the only concept. So what is this? A student, here we have to keep in mind, rather than writing this 6.022 into 23 every time, this number is called as your Avogadro number. So this number is called as Avogadro number. Why called Avogadro number? Because Avogadro was the person who had given this. Okay. So to honor, it is called as Avogadro number, denoted by N0 or N, and below that the term like AV is used. Okay. So this is the denotation. Get it? What is this? So write everything. So mole simply means collection of this much particle or species. These species could be atom, molecule, ion, or anything. Now this 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 is called as Avogadro number. So write a note here. The number 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 means this is collectively called as Avogadro number. So if the term like Avogadro number is used, it means this much number is available, is called as Avogadro number. And this is denoted by N0 or NAV. Okay, student? It is like this. A student, this mole is very simple. So what is the analogy by which we can understand this mole? Means what this mole is. If we consider say dozen, okay student, if you consider the dozen, what you are knowing about dozen, if you are talking for you have 2 dozen of pencil, what does it mean? Yes student. Example, if we consider the dozen, example means analogy, if we consider, then if we consider the 1 dozen, so this is identical to how much? 12.
12
if
numbers.
1 dozen means always mean 12. Now 1 dozen of what? 1 dozen of pencil means collection of 12 pencil. If we have 1 dozen of egg means what? 1 dozen
12
of pencil. It means 12 pencils. If we are in place of 1 dozen of pencil, I may take 1 dozen of egg. Then what is the difference between 1 dozen of pencil and 1 dozen of egg? The number 12 will remain as it is, but the now counting thing is our egg. Okay. In similar fashion, 1 mole of anything could be possible. So this mole is nothing but it is the unit or counting number for chemist or in chemistry. Example, say student, if we have or we are writing say 5 dozen of books, means how much books? Yes student?
60.
Good. So
60.
how we have obtained? This 5
12 into 5.
multiplied by 12, this much books. So it becomes 60 books. Are you getting? The other thing you might be knowing, the cent and many other things, the gross. If you consider the one gross, it is how much? 144 numbers. Similarly, if you consider the cent, it is 100 in numbers. Okay. Similarly, this 1 mole is nothing but it is simply 6.022
6.022 into 10 to the power 23.
We need to consider this much numbers we need to consider. Okay, student. Or it is simply, this one is also called as what? Avogadro number.
Avogadro number.
Okay, student. Students, so very easy to understand. 1 mole simply means collection of 6.022 into 23 species or particle of any particular thing. Now, mole of something will be given. So, mole of pen, mole of pencil, mole of molecule, mole of this atoms, mole of ions will be given. So, mole term always associated with something, and that something will also present on the right hand side. Okay, to give the same kind of thing. So, right, student. Example, say I have 5 or say 5 moles, or let me start with 1 mole only. Example, 1 mole of oxygen. Now, a student, it is important to understand this oxygen can be in term of atom or maybe in term of molecule. I am considering 1 mole of atom or atoms. What does it represent? How much number of oxygen atom will be there? 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 atoms will be there. Are you getting a student? It is like this. If I am saying 1 mole of, say, now let me take, say 5 moles of oxygen atom. Keep in mind, I am writing here atom, okay, or atoms. So I need to concentrate on atom on the right hand side. So how much atoms will be there in number?
5 into 6.022
Very
into
good.
10 to the power 23.
5 into 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 atoms
Just multiplied
of
by 5.
oxygen. It simply means that. Are you getting? So here the term mole can be replaced by simple number. That is the one thing. So multiply this, it becomes 3.011 into 10 to the power 24. Is it okay?
Yes, sir. 23, sir.
This is 5, no, multiply it by 5.
Yeah.
5 to the 10, 10 1 11, so 11 is 0 and 30. The point is shifted on left hand side. If you have any doubt, then let me rewrite this. So 30.11, lastly it will become as one more 0, then the exponent will be 10 to the power 23 atoms of oxygen. Are you getting, student? Now this decimal can be shifted 1 unit left, then this exponent should be increased 3.011 into 10 to the power 24 atoms of oxygen. Are you getting? So here we are always talking for the atom. A student, in place of this, if I am writing, say, 1 mole of oxygen molecule, then what does it mean? What it represent? Student, can you tell me? Now in place of atom, we are taking the molecule. So what is the difference? We shall keep in mind Avogadro number of, now in place of atom we need to take the molecule. So whatever on the left hand side, the same thing we have to take on right hand side. As we were writing here, 1 dozen of pen means 12 pen, 1 dozen of egg means 12 egg. So whatever the quantity on left hand side, the same quantity on the right hand side we need to write. So 1 mole of oxygen molecule means it is 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 oxygen molecule. Yes, any student have any doubt? So student, let us understand this third a bit more.
Yes.
So 1 mole of oxygen molecule is equals to 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 molecule of, here we need to take molecule of oxygen or oxygen molecule, whatever the way you are writing. So here you have taken the oxygen molecule. So on the right hand side, we also need to take the molecule. Now, it may be this oxygen molecule may be written as your O2. Is it okay? So it is what? 1 mole of O2 simply. It simply means 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 oxygen molecule or molecule of which one? O2. Is it okay? Now, student, this is the molecule of oxygen. We are knowing that since 1 molecule of oxygen mean how much atom of oxygen, a student? This we had learned earlier. 1 molecule contain how much oxygen atom? Molecule is always formed by combination of atom, and how much atom have combined, it is written at the
2.
suffix, so it is the 2. So 1 molecule of oxygen is identical to 2 atoms of oxygen. Okay, so molecule can be converted in terms of atoms also. Now here we have how much molecule of oxygen? 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 molecule of oxygen in 1 mole of oxygen. I can convert this molecule in term of the number 0.22 into 10 to the power 23. In place of molecule, if I want to use the term atoms of oxygen, then this O2 shall be written as O only. Okay? And how much atom in each molecule? 2 atom. So this entire one need to be multiplied by 2, and in place of molecule we need to put the atom. Means 1 molecule is equivalent to 2 atom of. Now we shall not write this as O2, but rather we shall write this as O. Only O or oxygen only. Okay, student? This is important. This way the molecule can be converted into the atoms also. It become like, multiply this, 12.044 into 10 to the power 23 atoms of oxygen.
Oxygen.
So here is the differences. So in term of atom, if we are writing, so 1 mole of O2 contain 12.044 into 23 atoms of oxygen, but it contains 6.022 into 23 molecules. So in terms of molecules, it will be this much. So molecules means Avogadro number of molecules. Are you getting? So this way molecules can be converted into their atoms. Okay, this is the one way. So a student, Let us take a very simple example. Say, a simple question is like this. If you have, say, if you have, say, 60 pencils, it means how much pencil you have, how much dozen of
5.
pencil.
5.
Oh, good. You have. Yeah, student. How you have calculated this?
Division.
Very good. So
60
here
divided
we are getting that
60
it
divided
simply
by
means 16 pencil. We want to need to convert this 16 pencil is equals to how much dozen of pencil. It simply
5
means. So how we have calculated? Since
60 divided by 12.
good. So 1 dozen means 12 pencils.
Is equal to 12 pencils.
Okay. So the number
60
of dozen. So how
Question
this
mark is
number
equal
of dozen is
to 60
obtained?
pencils.
So number of dozen is obtained by considering the total given amount.
60 pencils.
Means total given number of pencil.
60.
Very good. Given number of pencil, and that have to be divided by the 12.
1 dozen.
Okay?
12.
So this way here we are getting 60 by 12.
Divided by 12 is equal to 5.
So it's so simple. So for calculating the number of dozen, we are just dividing the given number by 12. Okay. Similarly, write this, students. Similarly, number of moles can also be calculated. So write this, number of moles. Moles also be of the any atom or molecule. Number of moles can be calculated by total given number of particles or species. Maybe your particle, if we are considering the atom, or we may consider molecule. So a student, here we need to keep in mind, whatever the species we are considering on right hand side, means whether particle, say atom, then number of mole of atom we will get. If we are considering the molecule, then it will give us the number of mole of molecules. So which kind of number is given, the same kind of mole we can get by dividing the given number by which number?
6.022.
6.022 into 10 to the power 23. So number of moles mostly denoted by N, and total given number is mostly denoted by capital N, and Avogadro number is denoted by N0 or Na rather. So this is the formula. Okay. So where this N will give us the mole or total number of mole.
Total number of moles.
Yes, number of moles that we want to calculate, and this N is our number of particles given.
Particles.
So number
Of particles.
yes, students. So number of, say if we are considering the atom, then this particle should also be taken in the term of atom. If we are taking the molecule, then this particle should be in molecule. Okay, so
Molecule.
whatever the mole that we want to calculate, it will depend on what is given in which term, whether in molecule or whether in atom. And Na is nothing but its value
Write
is
the draw number.
0.022 into 10 to the power 23, and it is called as Avogadro number. Okay, student, write down a question very quickly. Students, so calculate the number of moles of water molecule. Student, here we are considering the water molecule in means the moles of water molecule in the number I am taking, the 3.011 into 10 to the power 26 molecules of water. Students, here we are given with the molecules of water. So the mole that we will get is also in the term of molecule. Okay, student, the question is like this. So student, the question is very easy. What we need to calculate? Number of moles. So denote in the term of symbol. Means n we want to calculate is equals to what? Other thing. In the given number of molecule, it is denoted by capital N only. It is our 3.011 into 10 to the power 23 molecules. So always write this, what is given in molecule or atom of water, or of, you may write this as H2O. Okay. Now since a standard number Na means Avogadro number is always available with us. Like for calculating the dozen, the number 12 will not given to you, but it will always be available with you. So Na is 6.022 into 10 to the power 23. Okay, student? So this is a number. So therefore, the number of moles can be calculated by dividing the given number by Avogadro number. Okay, students? So just put it 3.011 into 10 to the power 26, student. Here we have taken the 26. So that 26 we need to take here, divided by Avogadro number is our 6.022 into 10 to the power 23. Now for cancelling, go for cancelling the number with the number. Here we are getting it is 2 times, but numerator it is 10 to the power 26 minus of 23. Using mathematics, a student, a to the power m divided by a to the power n is given by a to the power m minus n. Okay. Now 1 by 2 can be written as 0.5. It is 10 to the power 3. Now open this 10 to the power 3. It becomes 500. What is this? 500
Molecule.
of H2O.
Molecule.
No, student, the molecules were given in this much. We have calculated the 500 moles of water. Okay. This way we can calculate the moles. A student, sometime the quantity may be given in the term of mass. So right, if the quantity given in term of mass, then how to calculate the number of moles? A student, we are knowing that for 1 mole of particle or 1 mole of any molecule, the mass is how much? Its atomic mass or its molecular mass. So right, since 1 mole of atoms is equals to their atomic mass. Which one? In gram, a student. So if the mass is given in gram, then that will represent, means atomic number of any element, that much mass is given in gram, that will represent 1 mole of atom. Example, let us understand. Say 12 gram of carbon represent how much atoms of carbon? Can you tell me, a student?
6.022 into 10 to the power 23.
How and why? Already I had explained. A student, if you are using 12U, it will represent 1 atom of carbon. But if you are taking 12G, at that time, this number become Avogadro number, 6.22 into 10 to the power 23 atoms. So this much atoms of carbon. This is the basic thing. That's why we were using the term like gram mass and relative mass or AMU mass. So 12 gram of carbon, this will contain 6.022 into 23 atoms of carbon. Okay, student, it is like this. Say if you are given with, say 16, now the question is like that. If you are given with, say 32 or say 36 gram, so in 36 gram of carbon, what is number of atoms of carbon?
Avogadro number.
And good, Avogadro number, what is number of moles of carbon? These two things we have to understand. A student, remember it. A student, if we are considering 12 gram of carbon, it means it contains 6.022 into 10 to the power 23
Atoms.
good atoms of carbon. Is it okay? Now see, from this 12, how I can reach to this 36? Yeah?
Multiplied by 3.
Okay, how that 3 we are getting? Means in 1 gram of carbon, how much atoms of carbon will present? 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 divided by 12. This much atoms of carbon. This is the unity method that we are using. Now in place of 1 gram of carbon, if I have 36 gram, means multiplying both sides by 36 gram, 36 gram of carbon, that will have 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 divided by 12. This was for 1 gram of carbon, so this need to be maintained, and this have to be multiplied by 36. This much atoms are we getting of carbon. Now this 12 and 36 can be cancelled by 3 times. So this is equals to 3 into 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 atoms of carbon. Getting a student? So multiply this, you will get 18.66 or 18.066 rather into 10 to the power 23 atoms of carbon. Are you getting? So this way, increasing the mass, the number of atoms have also increased. This was the one thing. Now student, another thing, the second part here is number of moles. How to calculate the number of moles? A student, say, if we are considering 12 gram of carbon, then how much moles? It is representing 1 mole simply. Rather than this much atom, I can write only 1 mole. So for calculating the mole, I shall keep this factor as 1 mole simply. So use that one to calculate the mole, right? A student, since 12 gram of carbon means it is how much mole? 1 mole. Because I had told you or I had explained you. So this 12 gram of carbon means this much atom, but this much atom mass is, or in term of mass it is the 12, but this much atom is called as 1 mole of carbon. So I can relate this mass mole or with the number also, like for the number that we have written earlier. So for the mole, I can write 12 gram of carbon is equals to 1 mole of carbon. Now for 36, how I can get 1 gram of carbon means 1 by 12 mole of carbon. Now in place of 1 gram, if we multiply both sides by 36, so 36 gram of carbon will be 1 by 12 also need to be multiplied by 36 mole.
3.
Because mole is the unit that we need to maintain of carbon.
3.
Good. So this way we are getting it is being 3 ton. So this is equals to 3 moles of carbon. Are we getting? The same 3 was also obtained here, if you observe it carefully. Okay, student? So this way what we are observing, if we are given with the mass, so in term of mass, this mole can also be written like this. In term of mass, mole is calculated like this. Mole is. So right, number of moles. So for that you must be given with the mass. Like here in this example, I had taken this 36 gram. This mass was given. So this is the given mass. And here what we have taken, it's molecular mass or molar mass, means mass of 1 mole of that particle or that species. So right, number of moles of any species, maybe your atom, then you need to take your atomic mass. If it is the molecule, then you need to take the molecular mass, okay, for calculating. So number of mole in term of mass, how it is calculated? So given mass you have to take given mass of atom. If you are given with the atomic mass, then you have to take the given mass of atoms divided by mass of 1 mole. Mass of 1 mole. So if we are taking the atom, means given mass of atoms, like earlier we had taken, then 1 mole, mass of 1 mole of atoms we need to take. If in numerator it is the atom, denominator we shall take the atom. If numerator, if we are given with the molecules, means the mass of molecules, then in denominator we need to take the molecular mass.
Molecule.
Okay, means the mass of their molecule we need to take. So this is another alternate or very simple formula. So number of mole n can also be obtained by knowing the given mass. If given mass is denoted by m and molar mass is denoted by capital M, so where this n gives the number of moles and m mass given, and this capital M is called as molar mass or mass in which unit? Gram, student.
Gram.
Because this molar mass or this molar mass is nothing but it is the mass of how much particle? 6.022 into 23 particles. Okay, this one. So this way the number of moles can be calculated. So let me take one more example. A student, calculate the number of moles of carbon dioxide, CO2 in 88 gram of carbon dioxide molecule, means CO2. Here we are observing that we need to calculate the moles of CO2 itself, the molecule. Here the given one is molecule. So student, what we need to calculate? We need to calculate the number n is how much? Here what is given? Mass is given. Mass of given particle is how much? 88 gram of CO2. It is this one. Now what we need to calculate? We need to calculate the M. M is what? M is our molecular mass of CO2. A student, molecular mass of CO2 we can calculate since atomic mass we are knowing. What will be the value? So carbon is 1 and its mass for 1 mole is 12 gram. So 1 into 12. The atomic mass of carbon we need to take to calculate the molecular mass. Now coming to the oxygen, oxygen is 2 times. So this 2 we need to take. And for oxygen, the mass is 16. And this should be in which unit, student? Gram. Because
Gram.
the given mass is in gram. So we need to take the molar mass or molecular mass in gram. So adding this to 16 to the 32 plus 12 is our 44 gram. These two things we have calculated. After calculating this molar mass, therefore number of moles can be calculated very easily. How is that? It will be our given mass by molar mass. This is the formula. So given mass is 88 gram divided by 44 gram. Cancelling this gram and cancelling these two, we are getting 2 moles. Are we getting? So mole is simple a number that will be of that particular kind, like dozen and cents. So these were the things that we have learned. A student, here please note that this number of moles can be calculated by knowing the given number of particle or number of atoms or number of molecule, divide it by Avogadro number. It is one formula. So it means if we want to calculate the number of particle and knowing the number of mole, multiplying the number of mole by Avogadro number, you can get the number of particle. That is just rearrangement of this can give the number of particle. Okay, so sometimes this way it is also remembered. Number of species means particle. I am using species, it may be atom, molecule, anything, is equals to moles of that species multiplied by Avogadro number. Avogadro number is what? We are already knowing. This Avogadro number is always 6.022 into 10 to the power 23. It is the fixed. Okay, student. The other formula is this number of mole can be calculated by knowing the given mass divided by its molecular mass. Okay, student. It is the one thing. It is two things. Means the mass sometimes can also be calculated by knowing the number of moles, multiply it by the molecular mass. So means the total mass, how much mass is present in a reaction. So the total mass present can be calculated by number of moles multiplied by molar mass or molecular mass in gram. This we need to understand. It is one thing. Now, a student, observe this. Here both are representing the number of moles. So number of moles can be calculated from the number of particle or mass of the particle. That is one thing. So that we shall write here, number of moles can be calculated from any of the quantity, from any of the quantity, like the number of particle, say number of the first one, it may be given in the term of number of species or particles, or it may be in the term of given mass of particle. Okay, mass of particles. If mass of particles are given, then we shall use the second formula, and if the number is given, we shall use the first formula. It is the two. Now another important thing, since it may be possible that for the given particle the number of mole will always same, whether it is calculated from the number of particle or the mass of particle. So these two things can be equated. So can be equated for same species. Then we can write number of particle divided by Avogadro number is equals to mass of that particle divided by its molar mass. Means the number of particle can be calculated by bringing this Avogadro number divided by molar mass. Means just I have bring this in numerator, multiply it by the given mass. So it is the alternate way. It is nothing but it is just combining the two. So based on this, sometimes the questions are also. So this was all about our mole concept. This way we have finished our mole concept by covering each and every topic, each and every concept. Now, a student, you have to do some practice. So write down your homework. Your homework should be from our textbook, the solved question. So solved example. You will try to understand and solve by yourself. Okay. Solved example 3.3, 3.4 and 3.5. These are already solved. This you will do. Afterward, you will do the blue questions on page number 42. These two you have to do. So please do at least this much. Then if you can get the time, please do the exercise questions also. Exercise questions. If it become too heavy, then at least up to 5. Please do. So tomorrow we will discuss the doubts and we will solve these or answer all these questions. Okay, that we will do. If we will finish that, then we will go to the next chapter. If we could not, then we will continue with this chapter itself. So students, these are your questions. Your question are like this. Calculate the molecular mass. It is also on your page number 40 also. Student, please do all these things. Please note, our question that we need to do is this much. So it is on the page number. So blue question on page number 42 as well as 40. So this is on the page number 40, and on 42 there is other set for calculating the number of mole, and they are also very easy. Students, let us go for 42 also. So this question, these are the solved example that you will try. If you could not understand, then I will explain tomorrow, and we will solve all these questions also. Okay, please do it, in your home. So this is the other set that you need to do. So these are the two sets of questions that you have to do. Okay, student, any doubt? I hope no doubt. If you have any doubt, then please ask. Otherwise, we shall stop our class here. Yeah, student, any doubt? No doubt? Yes, tell me quickly, students.
No, sir.
Okay. So these are the homework that you have to do, and please finish it, so that tomorrow we will go for our next chapter of chemistry to end this chemistry, means a structure of atoms that we will learn.